Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, Nomi's, to Portals and Frustration. It happened again. The portals didn't line up again, and it worked for quite a while, and now it's broken again. Oh, it's working. Yep. Broke portal again, just broke one block off. No Pomo Saphira here today. Nevertheless, we've got a new inhabitant. See by the little dot. Without further ado, we're gonna find out who that is. It's the one and only Crowcraft, working very hard at the gold farm for now, start of this afternoon. Take. So, in there, in the safe container. Another. Clogged up. And also no piglins spawned outside the safe building anymore. Just good. But no more stolen blocks because it's all iron can be stolen. So that's great. Let's see here. I got a little bit adventurous, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Bring a bucket of water. And some trapdoors and a dried ghast. Basically, Crowcraft is my variant of the of Ruby. The bot. It's running now. Go to the farm. We made quite a lot of gold today, so that's good. Wood. Basket. That. I'm gonna go ahead here. I'm gonna grab the pumpkin hat. Grab that and bring a Right, cast. I have a lot of them. And, oh, sod it. That's a job that I'm gonna do. Way too annoyed by the running. At some point, I do want to get back and double check it for the little gas pond. So, you know, I don't feel much for like running back again and again and again and again. Situation. Do we have cobblestone? A lot of space, but I brought planks last time. Button. Make something. And I said we're gonna do smart when it comes to the train loop, and we can send the cart back instead of keeping it there because it's gonna be bumping on. It's gonna stay because you always use the the end frame anyways to jump out. So let's bring some real. Yeah, I know it's a little bit much, but man, better much than too little. Let's go here, down here. And okay, so my idea was basically then do it like this. Ah, much better. It was basically a loop like this. Enough real. I could get out quite a bit. My idea was to make sort of like sort of this. and you can simply hop on the cart. The cart will go right back by itself, and it will be on the other side because this is always a one-way road anyway. Rails. There we go. I nicked already. Then, yeah. I have to find the real duplicate. Very good. Very good. I think something horribly broken in this quickly. Oh, the real duplicate door can. Then, just feeling wise, I think there's way too many behaving. Also need to find a fishing rod to yank that cart to get it going. Maybe this is something I should use when I just realized I need to wait like 20 minutes at the end. Last. Alright, let's test the route. Now, if I chuck it in the chest, we'll never ever see that rail again. That's the thing. parts, pick it up, bring it over, bring it in the drop box, and I can return some real to one. Which I think is more fair. Now I'm gonna decide to hop off. Back. Love it. Much easier than. There, now the animal can play with it. Okay. Let's see. Slab, 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 slab. And a bucket of water. Then a little dried friend. There we go. Yay. Hydration level 0 at say 9:45, give or take. Bloop. Then we're gonna check in about 10 minutes or so to check its hydration level. It actually is hydrating. Have inventory for berry farm because this is top system. Berries are nice, but what's a chicken machine? Oh God. Fucked up as well. A little bit of housekeeping. A lot of items in Backlash in this system, I already noticed. Oh, how many chickens are in here? Okay, that's that. What we can do is gotta go here. Bid. Grab gold. Ferry and Pom have it. I think Pom as well. So Ferry is luxurious. He has the beacon power in her garden. How far does it reach? Oh, she's on the end actually. At the end. Oh, okay. Gold. Go portal. I still find it stupid. I spent so much time in fixing that, and the bloody portal just. Handling is off. In a way, I secretly love it that it's something like a little bit like a tiny game. You know, go one down one way, you get into the get like into the like the portal basement. Another way you get down into the This is a lot of material being bartered. So. So we're gonna barter here for a tiny bit, and then we're gonna head back to the end here of our little happy ghast is starting to hydrate. I don't know if the chunks stay active. Also, I'll go there later and then get hydrated. Because standing there 20 minutes, just being hydrating that ghast ain't the perfect thing either. No. Check. Would be cool if it actually is hydrating. Yeah. Yup. The stream is faster than Interstellar when it comes to travel, really. I'm at the chunks don't stay active. Okay. Well, we can use our power for good and build a I think it's that far up, assuming that it isn't above the void. It's quite high up, but not bad. Not too bad. Not the best way to do it, but it's a way to do it. This is literally one of the most lazy tunnels that I ever made in this game. Really. How's our little friend doing? I'll make that one later. I can't really be bothered right now. To be honest with the bartering is then. Yeah, the kelder. I should. I love how you sort of synchronized the reading. One. Look at it and drop it off. Make a new one. This is yet a simple farm. It's very modular though. There's like a comparator checking if there's something in the hopper. Up. So here redstone up there in the dropper. Hopper train sends the items over. And last time we had 2 piggies. This time 3 is a little bit OP when it comes to trading speed. There's a lot of items being sent through. You can see. Sending them through to the overworld. This is just a simple clock mechanic. Something drops into that dropper. The comparator detects it, extends that fist. The observer is informing that observer is a business observer with a signal. Like the redstone flicker, and every time the redstone flickers, it sends over the item back to the overworld. It's very simple but very effective. On the overworld side, we have some hoppers that will pick up the items. We figured that out by how we came to that. At some point, we're like, yeah, can we do that? And we figured out that we could. And we'd be using this this mechanic for quite a bit now to send items over from the end to the overworld. And then basically we can sort them out. What we grab out what we want to keep. The rest we put into a automatic clock that also dispenses slightly different clock than this one. The same idea. And that has a dropper and that drops shit into lava. Get rid of the items that we don't need. Very effective and very handy because we're getting factory arrows a lot. We're getting obsidian, gravel, blackstones, leather, string, fire resistant potions, stuff like that. So, handy. I'm still wearing the pumpkin. Well, that's only a stack farther away, so not too bad. Not too bad. The other thing is that if you had more people, really fast. I don't really feel like catching another one because they're like under the roof. They're okay. You know, you can catch them, put them in a boat cart, just send them up, and then like the last bit you make a big stair up here, and then just like sort of lure them with gold. You lure them all the way from here, like sort of up on a stair into here, kind of thing. These 3 took me about 2.5 hours to get, so yeah, I'm a little bit picky when it comes to getting more. But yeah, this is one of the. I think together with like the gold farm, because yeah, you need a gold farm to actually sort of feed their curiosity, if you know what I mean. This is a. Oh, not a dried ghast. No, I'm not having dried ghast. This is where you can actually see the high-speed facility. There's a little gig that you can do proper. Fill it up. It goes in some sort of rapid fire mode. Like have a stack of something. And again, even if there's a little bit backlash, there's a lot and a lot of hoppers to actually facilitate the storage. Okay. Oh. Well, 10. Nope. Let's try this a bit, slightly more technical approach this time. Sorry, bud. I have to go like this. As this one stays active. At 8:25. It's not adult then, but it's still a tiny one. But sort of lovely part of the bartering. If you come back, they simply go, oh hey, we need to work again, and start bartering again, which is lovely. It's quite lovely, I must say. Sadly, no pump to chit chat because I would love to like come barter later. Bartering is a little bit less dangerous than hanging around in the end. Even with the pumpkin hat on, it ain't that bad, but still, like, hey, I'm there. Cargo. Bye bye. Never mind. I just realized. I hope that those slabs cannot be lifted by an Enderman. That would be slightly uneventful. Come on, buddy. Right. Water, water, water. At least it's getting hydrated, which is good. Not right now the most high-end entertaining content, but hey, sometimes you need to do what you need to do. In this case, we're hydrating a ghost. I think it needs to go to hydration level 3, I think, to be fully hydrated. S.A.F.E, yeah, hydrating pixels. I'm bringing 3P to life. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm sort of a little bit torn apart between hydrating this little fellow because we sort of want to have one here, and then I just realized that I've been really stupid. I should have taken it through that little portal, then hydrated on the other side. But yeah, okay. We'll have one here. Maybe we can fly out to the iron ring on this guy, but it will take ages. But yeah, fly. I got some bartering going, and I am my now second account, aka the Crewcraft, is now running the gold farm, which is good because I'm got a lot of stuff in bartering for gold bartering done. Not currently because the chunks aren't active, but then I want to finish off as well. So yeah. And while we're hydrating and I'm talking to you guys, I'm currently trying to fit the gift that I got for Pom's birthday, which is in just over a month, to see if it actually fits in the box that I'm going to use for shipping. Something itching me. I think I got bitten by a mosquito. That's not something that I want to give. Cardboard that can go for recycling. Some foam. I'm gonna keep the rubber foam because for some reason it's always nice to have a little piece of spare rubber foam for I don't know what project. Okay, it doesn't fit. Well, then we can fit this in. Gift. No. This is the point where you go like, okay, like you thought that you found the perfect box for a gift, but it's not Not fully sure about the foam again. But it's getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. No, it's too thick. Needs thinner foam, but I got that as well. Yeah, selling stuff to America is fun. When I try to send like especially like abroad, I tend to at least I try to get like as close fitting box as possible, if you know what I mean. So me and Pom had an ingenious idea. I've sent Pom over some mayonnaise once, Dutch mayonnaise. Here we have we have them like in some sort of in squeeze bottles, glass bottles, and also like tiny buckets. All good so far. Me packing everything, including the little bucket. But they pounded the package so much, the bucket went open. So Pom received a box full of smeared out mayonnaise. That hydration one. That was something different. Now I could laugh about it, but back then I was like, oh no. Problem is, it's just a freaking mess at that point. Do I have materials to make a? No, I don't. But sending it in a way too big box is sometimes just. I hate it when something arrives and the box is just like way too big for it anyways. The other day I ordered a tiny cable, like a tiny cable. It was like 20 centimeters and it came in a box. It was like 20 by 30 and 10 centimeters high. They could put it in a bubble wrap envelope. And then I ordered 2 pairs of shorts. They put that in a bubble wrap envelope, which was completely crap. I had to send them back because the size wasn't right. So I put on the return form. I put like, yeah, your envelope idea was a little bit poo. So the proper size one that I received actually got into a box. I think they did something with that hint. I think. Yeah, sending stuff. I, even while it's not fragile, to put like some sticker on it, like you know that the little wrapping tape that says fragile, in three kind of languages with like the little glass symbol on it. Not every time they you know do something with that, but sometimes it's. And nowadays, if possible, it can't always be done. But if I order something for Pom, like for birthday or Christmas, I tend to try to order it in the US itself and not like Amazon US and not on Amazon Europe, purely to make it like a little bit more the chance of making it properly. Yeah. Sending 3D prints can be hard. They're very fragile and thin. I haven't really found any proper packaging material that is like soft enough to actually that can be used for shipping via mail. Because that one way you want to have it soft, but not too soft because then it might get like get stuck and get stuck in like the packer material kind of thing. Yeah. Depends a lot on the print as well. I do have a print here that I'm sending together with the gift. That one is cool. That one is quite sturdy enough to actually not requiring a lot of packing material. To actually make the trapdoor. Nothing at all. I can't even make a crafting table, nor do I have a crafting table. So, yeah. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Got a lead on everything. Just waiting for this guy to pop it. Good a noise on Enderman. But yeah, the packing 3D prints can be tricky. I mean, if you have like a very thin and brittle print, especially if it's thin. I've 3D printed some butterflies that you can slightly fold and then put in like a little magnet holder. You can stick that like to a whiteboard and such. I prefer like those thin prints. I prefer to put between two pieces of cardboard kind of thing. Then make sure the cardboard can't really move. But if I think of like I have a Frostmon sword here from the Lich King from World of Warcraft. That print is so solid and sturdy, and there's like, if I need to sand it, I probably like wrap the pieces in a single layer of bubble wrap, because it's so sturdy and solid. It's not really an issue to it just glued together on site kind of thing. It's too big to sand anyway. So. Oh, hydration 2! Yay! Go buddy, go buddy. I just realized that that we need to make a harness for it as well. Either died or got really angry. It's just teleported away and died. Technically, I mean, I shouldn't need to be. I don't need a lead on this guy. It should just float around here, around this area kind of thing. I have no idea if it angries the Enderman, and that's gonna be yeah. Luckily, quote unquote, I have nearly a stack and a half of dried gas that we can do this. PLA bubbling and spitting. Yeah, that's well, quote unquote wet, but too humid. Yeah. What I do is I have some. I bought some of those. I think the best word for them in English would be like breakfast cereal containers. They're basically airtight. So if you like, and then I put the rolls in, and I have some hydro, like the little pellets that absorb moisture in them. Desiccant. Desiccant. Thank you. I brought a big bag on Amazon. I printed some small containers for them, so you can easily like put a pack into the cereal boxes kind of thing, and then close them off. Even while it's very, very, very humid here now. Inside the boxes, it's below 30%. So yeah, and it helps a lot with the print because I've printed something that I own, but I'm also gonna give away to Pom as a birthday gift, so I can't tell too much what it is. It's simply like just press print, and there's no. It simply works. Can I shoot an animal to piss it off? No. Yeah, cereal boxes, the ones that like that you can have them in the sort that they have a lid that either comes off fully, or you have sometimes that you clip on like from all four sides. Um, my experience, haven't. I bought cheap ones that were like a few euros a piece from like a dollar store or an Action or something similar. Simply a cheap box. It doesn't need to be airtight because you're not storing food in them. But it helps a lot to actually have I tried the filament dryer. Ah yeah. Yeah, TPU needs to be dry. But I see people, and this is a little bit on, if you have like a cereal box and you can sort of glue in, you can print it yourself, like a little cylinder that functions as an axle. So the roll can spin, and you can make sort of like a little holder at the front, and then use some tubing. You can sort of make a semi well, not, I want to say professional, but you can keep the filament dry and guide it towards the printer kind of thing, because moisture coming in via the tubes that lead to the printer, that eventually lead to the print head, is so small. I'm still happy with the AMS because I have those. I made a few like made bin little tiny containers, and for like containers for the AMS as well, and have that desiccant in. That helps a lot because I need to. Well, I've been running out that way for half a year now. And the desiccant is now, even with the very damp, humid weather right now, it's around like 34% humidity inside. I have one holder with like a little temperature gauge slash humidity. Hydration. There we go. Soon, buddy, soon. In it, and yeah, stuff like that. But I love I had just over 10 years ago, I built my own my first 3D printer ever. It was a Felaman K8200. From the top of my head. Spend about over a week on spare time from work, like tinkering it together, soldering, connecting, and everything. The machine worked. It worked quite well. Then I thought I would be wise to get a Felaman 8400, which has an enclosure. But that machine was such a pain in the ass because you had to assemble too much yourself of it. So if you had like, it had like double belts, double shafts kind of thing. But if the machine was sort of like, it had too much twist in the frame. So the shaft wouldn't be perpendicular. And the machine would simply jam up. And then you had it sorted in one direction, and then it was going in another direction. And then I got so tired of it. And then sort of the whole bamboo. This is not sponsored by Bamboo. I wish I was, but it isn't. Bamboo printers showed up, and it started to tickle like last year a lot again. Like I want to do some 3D printing again, and got the P1S machine, and I'm quite happy with it because it's an enclosure machine. Oh, hey, the A1 Mini is still like one of those printers. Like, if I had the space for it, I maybe, you know, have it for like a little bit of I don't know. I maybe even put it at work, like, you know, do some printing while at work or whatever kind of thing. But yeah, I'm if I look at the quality, the build quality that the P1S can make, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. It's like, you know, I could even put it like you know, on top of like a cabinet or something like that, just to have it. And I had it multiple times now that colleagues asked me, like, can you, like, recently I made a wall hook, a little wall hook for a Lego car. And a colleague of mine was like, yeah, my brother-in-law doesn't understand what I need and this and that and blah, 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 blah. So he made a very rough sketch of what he needed with dimensions, and I just drawn it in Tinkercad. I love Tinkercad when it comes to designing. Once you get the hang of it, you can make nearly everything with it, as long as it, you know, it's not like per se mechanical. It can do mechanical stuff, not the best at it, but yeah. And he was like, I printed the test version, and then he was like, yeah, this could you change that, this and that, and I did, and then, but how lovely would it be that, like, you know, you could, like, instead of going to the restaurant at work, just grab some food and sit at the desk and draw something out and just flop it on a printer there and just go like, is this what you need, kind of thing? Yeah, that would be something definitely on my bucket list. And maybe I can talk my boss into getting a 3D printer for work just because we could. You know, it would. Hey, guest! Woo! Somebody. There you go. Hello. Who's your good guy? Who's your good guy? Yes. Apparently the Endermen don't carry. That's good.